You see, they are all talking about communal party. This is now no more left communal. It is more a casteist party. The higher caste is trying to dominate. Finish the Bahujan Samaj. Tell me in the south,
Candidate is Sripad Naik.
my dear brother, everybody knows the faith of Sripad Naik. Sripad Naik is Goa's Advani center. That is Sripad Naik. Where has Sripad Naik had any face in the party?
People do not look at Sripad Naik as Goa's Advani. Sripad Naikan
People look at it-
कॅम्पेनिंगाचे 3 राउंड कंप्लीट केल्यात. He
कित्याक
is a
केल्या
3
तीन
टाइम
round?
MP. ताणे कामांय केल्यात. अशी जेन्ना कामां केल्ली आसा तुम्ही फक्त हाऊ कॅन यू नॅरो इट डावन टू जस्ट कास्टिस्ट पॉलिटिक्स.
I'll tell you one thing. The south, these people talk about speak secular, forget choosing a minority candidate. You don't get a candidate from the Bahujan Samaj. Therefore, I am not prepared to say they're communal. They are the high class. And for them, high class means I'm not on the caste also. The top creamy layer. They believe in that. The south candidate is very clear. You don't have anybody from the Bahujan Samaj. You don't have anybody from the minority. And you talk that as secular.
But what about Sripad Bahu? He's not. He comes from
Sripad
Bahujan Samaj.
Bahu is
Comes from Bahujan Samaj.
Manor Parikar's dream is to finish Sripad Bahu. The people of Goa know this. And
This
why?
is a pure election statement.
No, let me tell you.
To create confusion in the minds of
Let
people.
me tell you. Today the Bahujan Samaj knows that Sripad Bahu cannot fight Mr. Parikar. This Bahujan Samaj knows that Mr. Parikar tried to finish another Bahujan Samaj leader, that is Ravi Naik, by putting all false charges. 2 years he's in power, nothing has come up against Babu Ravi Naik. And Ravi Naik has taken the what do you call that? We don't apply to teach Parikar a lesson. And that is why the Bahujan Samaj will stand by.
म्हाका एक गजाल सांगात. अल्टिमेटली बहुजन समाज जेन्ना आमी म्हणटात ते एक राजकीय चित्र पळयतात. ते राजकीय चित्र जर सध्या पळयलें जाल्यार अशें खंयच दिसना की तुमी बीजेपी कडेन झगडटा म्हण. अशें दिसता की पयलीं काँग्रेस आनी एनसीपी झगडटाली. आतां काँग्रेस आपली भितरूच झगडटा. सावथाक तर ताज्याकी वायट परिस्थिती आसा. काँग्रेसीचे सिनियर लिडर्सूच काँग्रेसी कडेन झगडटात. म्हाका आतां मेरेन श्रीपाद भाऊ काँग्रेसीचेर किंवा नरेंद्र सावयकार काँग्रेसीचे उलयले ते आयकुपा परस काँग्रेसीचेच लिडर काँग्रेसीचेर उलयले चड आयकलां. आणि तुम्ही हाऊ कॅन यू एक्सपेक्ट एनी वोटर टू पुट देअर फेथ इन यू when there is so much of infighting?
You see, Congress people are extroverts, not like the BJP people. The infighting at the central level of the BJP is not even 1/10 what is happening in the Congress.
That doesn't justify your infighting.
No, 1 minute. Who said this is infighting? I'm expressing my views publicly.
Churchill Alema resigning from Congress is not an infighting.
Churchill,
Francis
Alema-
Sardin saying I am backing my son as an independent candidate is not an infighting.
See,
That's what you're saying.
See, when Churchill Alema resigns, no, there is no question of infighting,
They are outfighting.
outfighting. He's fighting from outside.
That is the result of infighting.
Yeah. Okay, you go.
Yeah.
Fair enough. It's happening in the BJP. Top leaders. What is Churchill Alema? Before Jaswant Singh and so many other leaders who are frustrated today. Take Advani, take Murli Manohar Joshi, take Sushma. Nobody is considered there.
But Rajan Bab, here your problems are more internal than external. Don't
My
you
dear
agree?
brother,
Be realistic.
Yes, my internal problems is better than the external problems. I can solve them. And we have decided to solve them. We have shelved, and therefore I am very confident that the North Goa seat, Babu Ravi Naik is through.
दयानंद नार्वेकर सारखं फॅक्टर असा
Zero.
झिरो फॅक्टर
Zero factor. You will learn it at the results.
झिरो फॅक्टर
Zero factor.
तू किती म्हणता 3,000 मताय काढणार
No.
4,000 मताय काढणार 10,000 मताय काढणार
No.
कितली काढता
तो बघा 2,000 cost सांगताना तो. With great difficulty.
नॉट इवन 2,000
Yeah, with great difficulty.
यू आर समथिंग अशी इतलो कॉन्फिडंट यू
Yeah.
आर नॉट इवन कन्सिडरिंग हिम एज अ फॅक्टर
No, he's not a factor. How should I consider him? He should be a factor, though. If he's not a factor, why should I consider him?
इज नॉट एट ऑल अ फॅक्टर
If anybody considers a factor, he has lost his mind.
ओके सावथाक जी परिस्थिती चालल्या आर यू कम्फर्टेबल विथ दॅट ओवरऑल सिच्युएशन दॅट काँग्रेस इज इन
See, as if you look at it now, there's confusion. But this is a
दिस
confusion.
इज नॉट अ टाइम टू हॅव कन्फ्युजन
No, it is confusion in all the political parties. Who told you there is no confusion? As I told you, the infighting that is happening in BJP at the central level is not happening in any political party at the central level. Central people are having
But
headaches.
the infighting that is happening in Congress in Goa is
Goa.
not happening
Correct,
in
correct.
any party.
That's what I'm saying. The headache of all other political parties is to settle the state units where there are problems. But it's a democracy. It's not one Bahi. He says everything. Can you see any cabinet minister opening his mouth? I would like to know the secular people how they are going to work now. Who they call secular, who Parikar is throwing some crumb to them, and they are saying Namo Namo. How will they face the people to the elected today? Let's
म्हाका
see.
एक गजाल सांग, काल तांणी प्रमोद मुतालिकाक घेतलो
Yes.
आणि पर्रीकर raised a serious objection and his entry was put on hold and by evening it was cancelled.
It is not cancelled. It is set aside
Yes, set aside.
till the Lok Sabha election is over.
But don't
The-
you think
the-
keeping elements like Pramod Mutalik away from the party sends a very positive signal?
No.
Very positive signal when you are alleging BJP of being communal.
No, please understand. Pramod Mutalik's entry into the BJP itself has betrayed their intentions. What he has done, he has kept it aside. They have just kept it aside. It will happen after the Lok Sabha elections. Their intentions have been very clear that they are taking everybody. They are all fronts of the BJP.
And you are saying this is just a political tactic
Definitely.
to keep the
And it is not
pressure
only
low.
Manohar Parrikar. Many other leaders also opposed it because they
Yes,
should
absolutely.
But the fact remains that they have not, tell them to make a statement that never Mutalik will be taken into BJP. Of course, they can make that statement and do it also, but that's not the point. They have only set it aside till the results are over. Then you will see where Mutalik is. He'll be. The Deputy Chief Minister of Goa, who claims to be, who they are projecting as a secular face, has welcomed on the floor of the House. It's not my statement. It is his statement on the floor of the House. He is welcome here, but we will not allow him to do. So he is going to be after him as a Gurkha to see what he does.
म्हाका एक गजाल सांगा. Now Manohar Parrikar government is in power from last 2 years.
Yes.
Is there a single communal thing that this government has done that you are making that communalism as an agenda in this election?
My dear brother, that means you don't know what is happening. Everything is communal.
How?
Take the
Enlighten me.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Take the recruitments. 6% is the police. You take the Ladli Lakshmi, 8%. Take the Grah Aadhar scheme, 11%. What are you talking? It is not communal. You don't want to see it?
You are saying that this government is deliberately sidelining and depriving minorities of all the government's
Do you
schemes
see
and
the minority
benefits.
ministers can talk? Are they speaking out?
My point is this deliberate?
Not deliberate. It is well manipulated. Well manipulated. And you see the result. God save Goa if Namo comes there.
दुसरी गजाल, elements like Churchill and Sardin, senior leaders in your alliance are taking open stand that you guys are out to finish Congress. You guys means not Rajan Nimelo or Nilkant Narankar, senior leaders within this alliance. How are you looking at it when your own leaders say that you are out to finish Congress?
They have not said it to us. They have not
They
named
have made a
NCP.
public statement.
They have not named NCP.
They are not named NCP, but they have made a public statement
Now-
that Congress is trying to finish Congress.
Yes. And that is also a counter statement from those who are in the Congress saying that these buggers are trying to finish Congress. So why should we get involved in that?
Whom do you believe?
Who I believe?
You believe Churchill and Sardin or you believe John Fernandez and Pratap Singh Rani?
I believe those who are in the Congress.
So you believe John Fernandez and Pratap Singh Rani?
All those. Why should I not believe them?
And how big do you think Churchill is a factor? You called the Anand Narvekar zero. What about Churchill Alema?
Churchill-
Churchill Alema is not a zero.
See, Churchill Alemao has exposed his weakness about winning, first of all. By every time extending the date, number one. Till now, he is given an ultimatum. If Reginald withdraws, I will support. So, why do we talk about him? Where is he first in the fray?
You are not calling him a factor.
No, he is not a factor till he becomes a factor. Today, his appeal is there. If Reginald withdraws, I will support him. So, where is the factor?
फाल्यां चर्चिल जर रावलो उबो
काय जावचें ना
कितली डॅमेज जातली
कांयच डॅमेज जावचें ना तो डॅमेज जातलो and it is my appeal to him not he should not ruin his career political career stay where you are
You are directly making an appeal to Churchill Alema to stay out of election fray.
because he will ruin his political career for no reason.
And you are saying this will be end of Churchill?
Yes,
If Churchill
because
contests,
the
this will
electorate has
be
become
end of
so
Churchill.
wise, there is no
If
second-
Churchill Alema contests
Your-
this election,
your-
it will be end of Churchill. That's
yes,
what you are saying.
Yes, your very question is how much he will damage. Makes it very clear he is not a winner.
He himself said it, that my main intention is to defeat Congress candidate.
And therefore
So why
the-
should I interpret it otherwise?
So therefore, the people are not going to allow him to defeat the Congress. Very clear.
People will not fall into that trap.
No way. How can they fall into the trap when they have understood what is the game behind it?
You are again coming to the last part of the interview. You are taking the whole campaigning focus on casteist line, Bhujan Samaj,
We are not
then
taking it.
communal,
We are not
then
taking
then
it.
communalism.
We are not taking
and,
it.
And you are conveniently not speaking about the development and corruption aspect. Don't you think that will go against you?
Please understand, we are not taking the communal aspect, we are not taking the casteist aspect. We are countering the communal and casteist game plan of the BJP. Number one. If you talk about corruption, this government is 10 times worse corrupt than the Congress government. I challenge Mr. Manohar Parrikar to appoint a judicial commission in the Serur County land, and you will see how many skeletons fall out. What is that to appoint a judicial commission if you are talking about zero level tolerance? We have already brought a record how Dilip Parulekar has grabbed the land. High Court has set it aside. And he said he's admitted an encroacher. His brother has got a land, I brought it on record. And we are only what we are demanding. Appoint a judicial commission.
So you are saying that Congress is communal, BJP is also, sorry, Congress is corrupt, BJP is also corrupt.
I didn't
So
say
corruption
Congress
is
is
not a
corrupt.
factor.
I didn't say Congress.
Don't say Congress is not corrupt.
No, what I am trying to tell you is when you say Congress is corrupt, don't keep the BJP. I am trying to tell you BJP is 10 times corrupt in these 2 years.
So corruption is not a factor. Both are corrupt.
100%.
So people have to agree that both are corrupt.
Please.
Let's look beyond it.
Please understand. Let me make one thing about this corruption. No, as long as society is a part of corruption, you cannot point fingers to anybody. Nobody wants to stand in a line. I am prepared to pay 500 rupees to get my certificate at home, residence certificate. I am paying it. Let me tell you also what as far as jobs are concerned, I know how the administration functions. The minister doesn't go asking for the money. People go to them offering the money.
लास्ट पार्ट राजन बाब असे म्हणतात की तुम्ही असेंब्ली खातीर सेटिंग केला आणि म्हणून तुम्ही आता उगी बसल्यात थंय काय ना
असेंब्लीसाठी म्हणजे
असेंब्ली खातीर आमकां इतली सीट दियात आमी आता उगी बसतात
No, that has to be a part of the deal.
दॅट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द डील
What is the setting? That is the alliance that will go forward. George has made it clear the alliance will continue. What an alliance?
सो तुमकां एश्युरन्स मेळ्ळा असेंब्ली खातीर
Yes, of course.
that these are the seats that will go to you. So you keep quiet
Which
now.
are the seats we don't know. The High Command knows. Both the High Commands have agreed that for the assembly.
So keep quiet now.
What is the quiet? I told you the quiet is not with High Command. We have, again I'm repeating, it is the cry of the people, Baba, get together.
Okay. So you are saying the formula is forged already for
Yes.
assembly.
Yes.
Yes. So म्हाका दिसता इतल्याचे आमी रावतात खूप महत्वाचे स्टेटमेंट केला राजन बाबान की फॉर्म्युला फॉर्म जाला इवन असेंब्ली खातीर आणि त्या दृष्टींतल्यान ही अलायन्स परत जाग्यार आयल्या तुम्ही आयले इतली बरे उलयले राजन बाब इट वॉज प्लेजर टॉकिंग टू यू